Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly watch list where we go over all the given news, setups, earnings, reports for the week, what we're looking at bias, sentiment wise, and kind of what's the weakest, strongest stocks and sentiment overall for the week going into this week. So, starting off with Monday, let's start off with earnings. Going into earnings, we do have some interesting stuff here. Tesla, big one, right? Tuesday. Not looking to take this till Wednesday after open. Enphase, funny stock we haven't heard about in a long time, but not in any good range, so not relevant. Boeing, another interesting one. It's Boeing though, right? So anything else other this week would be Google, and that would be it. So Google, I do like this actually at this certain level, 158.60, I believe. However, it's just it's before earnings. So if this setup does happen to occur downside before then it's not a setup I'm looking at. So Tesla going to be really the main stock to be looking at here off earnings this week. News, we do have some FOMC week news this week, so going to be looking at Monday. FOMC member gold to be at 8:30 a.m., 10 a.m. CV leading index. Then going into Tuesday, we have at 9 a.m. FOMC member Jefferson speaks, 9:30 a.m. right at open. FOMC member Harker and 10 a.m. Richmond Manufacturing. Wednesday, going to be a really rough day here news-wise. Looking at 9 a.m. FOMC member Goldsby speaks. Looking at 9:35, 5 minutes into open. Really unfortunate. FOMC member Waller speaks. 9:45, Flash Manufacturing PMI and Flash Services PMI. And then 10 a.m. new home sales. Okay. Looking at Thursday here, 8:30 a.m. unemployment claims, core durable goods orders MM, and then durable goods orders MM. 10 a.m. existing home sales. Friday we have at revised consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. So we do have some certain degree of information this week to definitely be considering and be fully aware of. Going to QQQ here, bias is going to definitely be downside, as you can just kind of see here on the 1 hour. QQQ, you can just see this is already forming a downtrend, descending kind of consolidation break and doing a bear flag development here. Obviously, we actually did gap down pre-market here Sunday night, so it's going to be interesting to see what we get this week, but I already kind of looking at 437.76 into, for whatever reason it's not marked, the 435 key level, whole number, right? And then having continuation from there. I would like to see a bounce kind of off 435 and have continuation all the way through 440. And then reject off these local lows and catch that as an intraday downside play. Nothing crazy. Looking at my top setups this week, there's really not going to be a whole lot. Okay, those are the QQQ levels, by the way. 441.36 was one, 437.76, 435. We also have the local low right here at 432.63. Over to ES here, we have levels rather that are going to be key. It's going to be right here, 5,251.56. We do have some local lows also over at the area of 52.31.76, and then we have the next low here at 51.46.75. So nothing really crazy. Some other minor levels right here, 51.87. Aside from that, nothing really too crazy though. We do have a demand zone right down here, as you can see, consolidation, development into a break here. So about right there. That's going to be your supply zone. Other than that, yeah, it's just going to be these levels right here. Going into the watch this week, we have MSTR, Meta, and Netflix. Starting off with Meta, this is going to be the key level this week, really my biggest level. It's going to be 495, my favorite level here, 495.63 at Thursday's low, and 495 level. Again, we're still in range here. Last week was just pure chop, and honestly, maybe one good trade the whole week when it comes to scalping. So unfortunately, we just don't have the great conditions right now for trading. It's really just all there is to it. It's a time to be cash and hold on to your liquidity and just be smart. This is not an everyday or getting a great setup kind of market cycle. This is a really dead cycle right now. So with Trump's news and all that. So what we're going to be looking at is going to be 495, and then crack down obviously below the continuation of the 490 level. That's a rejection area. You could look to take that as an intraday bounce setup as well. Obviously with this IFEG structure here too also. So that's going to be Meta. And then looking at MSTR here and Netflix, let's start with MSTR because it's actually on my main watch. This is the strongest stock I have on my list so far. Into the 330 level, that's my main level. Hoping that we have a nice pullback here down to 325 pre-market here on the night before right now. Entry looking at probably going to be around 329.33 cents, 329 area with continuation up all the way to 331. And then next key level here, for some reason my price is not on the right. It's going to be 331.30 cents. That's my next level, my next key level there. Break this down here. See that? So that's going to be next key level, candle closure, candle closure. closures, so forth, so forth. There you go. So that's going to be the main level right there, and that's going to be the overall setup I have on Meta. Nothing too crazy. It's looking for more of a bull flag structure into this. Even consolidation is welcome, but I would just like to see real divergent momentum coming in instead of going into money. Netflix we have at 1,070 level. I really like this. Sorry, 1,030 level. I really like this on the 1,030 level. If you break this down into one day, you can really see this is a big level here coming up at the 1,030 level. It doesn't show it on the day chart on TOS, but we're already at 1,020 something, I believe. Go down to the 4 hour, you can see that here. About 1,020. We went all the way up to 1,024. Now we're just sitting around 1,011. So I would really like to see 1,030 level with entry being around 1,027.76 being the key level itself. If we just shrink this down, see that very clearly. We got rejection, rejection, rejection. So this is a pretty nice level right here for the target for entry, and then breakthrough 1,030 strictly a scalp. Obviously, it's Netflix. So overall, don't have anything else. Nvidia is the weakest stock currently, along with Meta as well, I believe it was. So I don't really have anything else other than that, though. 98 on Nvidia would be it, but other than that, really that's not even a side watch yet. I got to see it set up more. So other than that, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you. It was a really quick watch list. Not a whole lot this week. Very slow. I was thinking of not even making one because of it, but I figured, I do one every week, so it'd be good to still put one up for you guys. So, all right, y'all. Well, I hope you have a great week, and let's crush it as always. Discipline. If there's no trades, there's no trades. You don't take anything. So that's all there is to it. And I'll see you guys next week, and have a great week. Let's kill it. Peace.